Hello everyone, this is Hannah Grace, otherwise known as Red-Headed Cinderella, the Cinderella who would have her ball postponed because of a pandemic. But at least it's only postponed. I thought I'd make another vlog because I was just thinking today, it's a windy day. The wind might make some noise. We're about 2 weekends out from what would have been our opening weekend for our production of Cinderella. This weekend was going to be the time when we were going to go to Yamano Beauty School, where we go to figure out our makeup looks and make the hair plan and coordinate with the Yamano people there for what will happen on Show Week. But Show Week's not going to be happening this year. It will happen next year. And as I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about where we are right now in Japan with the whole COVID thing, I just thought I wanted to check in, say hi to everybody out there in the world, ask how you guys were doing. We are going into our second month, roughly, of emergency, the emergency declaration. It's called state of emergency. That's what it's called. Some people are going back to work that weren't. Some people are not, and it sort of depends on your business and your employer and what you're doing. For me, I still have some jobs that I go out to do for voice acting and narration. Not many. I'm trying to limit them as much as I can. And so I'm fortunate to have some employment, so we're doing fine with that. But I also understand there's a lot of people in Japan, like there are in the rest of the world, that don't have any. So at the moment, I guess we're still kind of sitting and waiting to see what will happen. What do? Talking to myself. I drink a lot of tea. Today is you can't really see, the white teacups with the pretty blue flowers. And my husband bought me a bunch of strawberries. We ordered strawberries, and so I've had that. I also had green tea scones and clotted cream, and I ate those. So now I just have tea. And that's fine too. Oh. It's been a very interesting season for everyone, I know. But it's been a very interesting season because I have the privilege of staying at home most of the time. And I have a lot of luxuries like tea and scones that I can have. I can either bake or order in. And not everybody gets to do that. Some people are still out working. And it's a really odd thing because when you're sitting at home, you almost forget what's going on. I think in my experience, I go whole days, maybe 3 or 4 days when I'm just at home. And it's so lovely, just me and my husband. It's like a honeymoon. And we have a great time. And I almost forget about what's happening. And then I go out, and a lot of the jobs that I do, have been doing last month and I'm going to continue to this month, are documentaries about the situation, the virus situation in Japan, put on by the national broadcaster NHK. One of the reasons I do those jobs is because I think that somebody needs to do the English narration for them so everybody who speaks English can hear the information, and I want to know too. I want to know what's going on too, so I do the jobs. And whenever I do that and I suit up and I put my mask on and I get my hand sanitizer and I go out there and I brave trains, which are actually not that bad. The trains are not the worst part. The streets are the worst part because everybody's outside. Nobody's taking the trains. Everybody's outside. But it's when I do those jobs and I see the content of the news and I go out into the street and the tension everywhere, it's that reminder that it's all still happening. We're all still in the middle of this. I hope we're heading in an up direction. I'm encouraged that some things are slowly beginning to open in different parts of the world and in Japan too. So far, the measures taken last month seemed to have roughly done some good, and we'll see how things go as they progress. I am definitely not in a position to actually talk about any of that with any level of authority, and I'm not going to try to. All that to say that I'm not always fine either. I don't think anybody's always fine. Anybody who sees me or sees anything I post on Facebook or on Instagram or anything might think that I'm always fine because I'm constantly posting pictures of me having tea parties, which I have all the time, whether I post about it or not. Which is also why I'm working out to Jane Fonda like a lot. And Richard Simmons, yay! And Kathy Smith, she's lovely. I do all the 80s workouts right now because I can't go to the gym. I miss the gym. I miss getting on the bike and having a book and reading for an hour and then afterwards realizing that I worked out my legs. I miss that. Now I have to be much more involved. But I think just like everybody who has the opportunity to stay home, and it is an opportunity and a privilege and a blessing to get to stay home when we get to do it. Just like anybody, ups and downs, depressive days, happy days. Some days are just absolutely lovely, especially when the weather's nice and we can open all the windows and me and hubby are just having a good time. And then there are just some days where it doesn't matter how lovely things are. You just feel overwhelmed at everything that's going on. And it's real. It's all real. And it's different for everybody. Everybody's got a different situation. Japan's situation isn't the same as what my family in the States is dealing with either. So it's very odd hearing about everybody's different circumstances and realizing everybody's just trying to do whatever they can right now to stay healthy, stay sane, stay happy, and stay safe at this time. So I guess I wanted to throw this out there just to say, let's all try to stay positive right now and kind. Please be kind. Please be kind. And please be understanding and patient. Everybody is dealing with this, and everybody's dealing with this in their own way. Sometimes I don't deal with it well. And I think we all need to maybe give each other some grace right now when we have those days where we're just not dealing well. Because I definitely know that I have those days, and I know that hubby has those days, and I know that all of my friends are also having those days. So for all of you, maybe, unfortunately, I have flaked on you, or I have been, I don't know, weird in communication or unable to fulfill something that I said I would do. I want to apologize for that. I'm struggling too as the days go on, and as I'm processing all of this. I am doing my best, and I know that you are too. And I love you all. And that was just my little update. Everybody remember, there's a ball at the end of all of this. I don't know what your ball is, but you have a ball at the end of this too. And don't give up. Keep going, keep fighting, even when things get dark and get scary. And even when you stop believing that good things can happen, good things can still happen. Losses are real and need to be mourned because losses are real. But just because losses are real doesn't mean that good things don't happen. I love you guys. I love you all. I love my family. I miss my family. I miss all of you. And I can't see you right now because of travel. But I think about you all the time. I'm really, really happy we live in a time where I can just Skype you. That's great. So I hope that you will keep me in your thoughts and prayers, and I will do the same for all of you. Send me a message if you just want to say hi, and I'll be back sometime, and I'll give you another little update from Japan sometime. I don't know, with tea. Always with tea, because I need it, because I'm a grandma, actually. And I have to have my tea and scones. Right. Bye-bye, everyone. See you later. Be safe.